Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Y'all, we are about to have a little good time and whatnot. Y'all, when I say it's not much going on, I was like, I really should cancel the live today. But because I told y'all yesterday I would come on today, and because Bishop Robbery was live yesterday, and I said we would have a watch along, we will have that, and that will be that. Okay? It's getting real boring in these streets, okay? It's getting real boring or whatever. And sometimes I come home and I'm like, I don't want to go live because it's not much to discuss. But y'all are here. So let's just get into it, okay? Y'all know first things first, if you have not done so already, take a second to subscribe to my channel. Become a whole JayBird, okay? Because it's the thing to do. Now, also, y'all know, like, comment, share. Okay, you can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner. Wait. But no, follow me at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. The title, okay? Y'all be forgetting stuff, fully be forgetting things or whatever, okay? When I was looking through the blogs earlier, and I was like, what am I gonna talk about, child? And I was like, it's this little bit tidbits of this and tidbits of that we would get into. It ain't no awards going on, ain't no fashion to discuss. It's just a bunch of foolishness from people that we don't care about all that much, but we can talk about it. I hope y'all had a great day. It's hump day. Y'all, I'm just ready for the weekend, okay? The weather here is being back cold, like it's winter, even though it's spring. And I'm just not in the mood for nothing, okay? I'm just, I probably need to go eat a pickle. Anyway, how y'all doing? Okay, look, I have not been out of this in the last. So it's okay. Look, even though I am fully aware, and I feel like, at 9 p.m., people be asleep. I be sleepy. Okay, I just be up. So I appreciate those who watch the replay, even if you can't get the live. Because the thing is, if you can't catch a live, just watch the replay, okay? But thank you for coming in. Shayla. But hello to all of the people watching right now and those who watch the replay. Hi to y'all too. Okay. I be working my best. I be trying to do my best. YouTube was changing, and by we I mean content creators, we are having to change with it. Trying to keep up with a little bit of gossipy stuff or whatever, or just have other content around here, okay? But I appreciate y'all for appreciating me, and whatnot. Hi. I am going to talk about it. I want to do it in a separate video. I may even have I don't know if I want to have a separate live for it or just a separate premiered video, because I watched. Girl, I forgot I'm on camera. Hey y'all. I was sitting here and did not realize you're not on camera. But hey, how y'all doing? I watched the 4 parts of it, and I want to rewatch it because I was watching it, paying attention, also not paying attention, but paying attention. I feel like by the end of episode 1, I was fully involved, but because I was also doing other things, I feel like the stuff I missed. I got the main parts of what it's about. I'm pissed off at who I'm supposed to be pissed off to, but I don't want to have, because that's like a serious conversation, and I don't want to mix that up with the foolishness. So I'm a proud. Maybe y'all do that tomorrow. Tomorrow or Friday, I will have a conversation about it, to see who was saying what and because I know old boy did an interview with the Hollywood Reporter and responded to the accusation of his behavior. And I want to have a full, well-rounded conversation. So I want to rewatch it for one. So that way I'm full, I can just fully wrap my mind around who I'm gonna cuss out, how I'm gonna cuss them out, and get to cussing them out. Okay. So it is on. It's called The Quiet. It's called Get Quiet on the Set. It is on. I saw it on Max, the HBO Max app or whatever. It may be on other things. Well, I'm not sure. It was a lot to process. I'm not laughing because it's not funny. It was a lot to process watching it. What I will say, because I've seen other people say they want to mentally prepare to watch it, I'll say this about it. If you have not watched it yet, luckily, it's not a documentary where multiple individuals were harmed physically. It is a documentary where at least one individual who was harmed finally shows that he was the one that was harmed, and his recollection of what happened, that part was a lot to take in. So I don't want anyone to not watch it thinking it's going to be this extremely graphic explanation. It's not that. The majority of it is extremely bad behavior and extremely inappropriate conversations and skits and all that stuff. That's the majority of it. But once you get to part 3 is when you are fully like, bitch, what? Part 3, and because it's 4 parts, part 3 and part 4, which is where I fully was engulfing myself. I was like, this is some shit. So because I watched it the first time, I just want to fully rewatch it. And then I feel like I'll be better prepared to have a conversation. I want to take some notes on it to be sure that I, use the right names and cuss the right people out, and I'm not surprised. I feel like people, the backstage of anything, be it music, TV, movies, all that stuff has a bit of shock to it, because don't nobody ever know what's really going on. And this is stuff that happened over 20 years. Like this the documentary is not even about nothing that currently happened. It's literally stuff that happened back in the early 2000s. And if that is what happened on just that set and that station, I can't imagine all the other stuff that is also going on around, in the world or whatever, that people need to admit to, need to address, may need to come forth and speak their piece. Like, it's a lot. So I feel like, child, at the end of the day, I say watch it. Because we have to call a thing. And if the thing is you need your SB and you should be up under the prison, let it be. Okay, let it be. But let's get to again. But yes, I'm going to review it. I'm going to have a conversation on it. And then, but that'll be. I just don't want to do it. I want it to be a whole separate thing. Because some people may not want to talk about it. So that way, whoever wants to discuss it can come watch it and then and let that be that. But let me share my screen now. Bishop Robbery, girl, look, so thumbnail. Bishop Robbery, of course, will be last because you know what I'm saying. Some folk don't care. I don't care. If you don't care, we don't care anyway. Bishop Robbery will be last because his live that he did. I was like, Jesus, somebody get his phone. Somebody cut his Wi-Fi. Somebody really need to cut that man Wi-Fi. I don't know if his neighbors. Or if his lawyers have access to some pliers, but somebody fully need to cut that man Wi-Fi because I was like, why? For whom? For what? Okay. Anyway, but we'll get into the other things quickly. Now we're not gonna be here for no long time at the all or whatever, but we're gonna be here for having a good time. Okay, and that's what it is. Now let me share my screen. Don't you? Don't you anyway, I don't know why I always sing Share My Screen with Share My World. Okay, this is mixing the Mary of the Jade and the Black. I am interested in this. They have been talking for a long time, saying that y'all know good time. What I'm saying? I'm not gonna hear the song, but good times. Y'all, what's good times for ABC? Because I'm not old enough to watch the original Good Times. I'm a bit younger than that. And so, was Good Times on NBC? I just wonder. Anyway, Good Times is getting an animated reboot. Okay, an animated reboot. Now, that's the first little, inkling of the photos of what's going to look like. Now, I feel like, it's different. I don't know how else to say. It's different. It looked different. It seemed different. It's different. But I'm gonna watch it. Okay, I'm gonna watch it, and can't nobody stop me. It's a whole reimagination of the thing, and I just feel like I have to hear the voices. Let me see. Who is the people? The good times. Good times. Animated. Let's see I want to see who the people's is. Because I feel like once I know who doing some voices, sometimes that helps me be like, oh, well, that's not that bad. Let's see. It says Jay Farrow. Oh, the dude so Jay Farrow. Let me share my screen. I'll be on different screens, y'all. On different screens. Okay. So it's a conversation together. Okay. It says Jay Farrow from Saturday Night Live, The Blackening, will voice the role of Junior. Marseille Martin, from Little Blackish. She's a great, great person. Marseille will voice Gray. Yvette Nicole, y'all know Yvette Nicole Brown. I love her. It's Beverly. Gerald Anthony Slink Johnson, Grand Theft Auto, that is, as Dalvin, and JB Smooth, plays Reggie. Now I'm like, oh, so this is different. Them different names. Okay, that ain't even the same name. Is that this in the project? Is that it says what's a reboot? You know, James is dead, so I guess we can't have James because he not here no more. Okay, and then right here when we see the people, we see, you know what I'm saying, Florida, you know, she ain't had no blonde hair, but her hair was short. Okay, we see James, okay, or who could be James, you know, he plus Uncle Phil size or whatever. Is he a bus driver or is he an elevator? Is he an elevator person? You know, the folks who say, hold the elevator for Mrs. Wyndham. Is he an elevator person? I don't know. So we see James around there. Okay, the kids is younger. Okay. So Black Jesus. Okay. Because I'm like, who is that man? I don't know who that is. Okay. But I watched the show Black Jesus, so I get it. Okay. So again, now that I kind of it was on CBS. I'm back on screen. It was it on ABC? It was on CBS. God, it was back in the day. But hey, how y'all doing? How you doing? Hey y'all. PJs, the projects. That was a good show. Okay, the PJs. So I am going to support the show. I want to see what it is. Look, y'all, look, I feel like because the world of television has changed so much, I am very much so open to different shows. I feel like once we get a slew of new shows, I can start doing some more reviews. I can keep giving y'all more content. Because some of y'all don't even know how great I am at reviewing shows. Y'all used to come around here just talking to y'all about the gossip and the stuff right. No, y'all don't know. I can review a good old show because I ain't been in a while. Okay. But I want to see what it's about. Okay. Now the kitchen look different. They in love or whatever. That must be, is that the JJ? It's a little itty bitty baby. Okay. So I feel like them making it animated, it being a complete reboot. Okay. I get it. I get it. Okay. Now, sorry. And I feel like in good times, there had to be other people who lived in the building, you know, besides Bologna and Bookman. And then the one neighbor who stayed downstairs and was eating dog food. I ate a peanut, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, my water didn't spill on my shirt. Okay. Because I don't want to keep choking. So I guess it's a bit different. And it's just a little bit different or whatever. So, you know, if it's good times inspired, I get it. Okay. Let's see. You provide us like child. I did. Now, making your headache, I am thinking about doing the new season that's All Star that will be on, I think it was on Paramount Plus or whatever. I am thinking about reviewing it. It won't be live, it'll be a premiere. And then we'll see. Okay. When House of Dragon come back for season 2, I will be reviewing it. I did not review season 1 because I had to get the names right. You know, I'm bad at names. And I'm like, I want to be able to enjoy it. But season 1 was really, really good. So when season 2 comes out, yes, I'm going to do it. It's a peanut in my esophagus. Oh, Lord. Who said James was dead? No, child. No, not James Amos, the character he played. James on Good Times died. I meant James on Good Times died. Not the actor who played him in real life. So no. He's alive. Okay, he's right here pumping and surviving. Okay. Yeah, the challenge starts, I believe. Y'all, we chit chatting. I have been watching the challenge since it was Real World Road Rules Challenge. Okay, I am that old. I have seen every season there is. That's been on MTV. So, yeah. And because I love the show, and usually I tweet about the show because I don't have anybody to talk about the show with like that who watches it. So I'm thinking about, I'm going to just review the show. And whoever watch, whoever don't. But yeah. Anyway, we have to support, Black animation. So when this show come out, we should watch it. It's Black actors who are voicing it's Black people voicing the characters. So I feel like let's just support for support's sake, because support is a thing to do. Now let's get into some randomness of things, because again, it's randomness of things or whatever we're gonna discuss. Now, when these two people had announced before that they had broken up, I said then don't nobody care. Okay, they then got back together, and I then said don't nobody care. And I'm saying this now for a third time because they supposedly have broken up again. Don't nobody care. Okay, we have people who get into relationships or whatever, and we feel like, oh yeah, they could make it. This to me has always felt like publicity. I want to piss off my father. You want to piss off your ex-husband. We can kind of bump uglies or whatever. And I never felt like this would work. Even if they come out in 2 days and then say, we're not broken up. We don't care. Y'all want to be Ray J and Prince so well, because Ray J and Prince is always opening their mouth about their voices, and no one cares there either. So, Lady and Jordan's son, go away. We don't care. It don't even matter, okay, at all. The shock of it was that it's Michael Jordan's son. That is Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. That's the mother of Scottie's children. That was always the get you gotcha. The fact that y'all can't mess around, it's like we kiss the ass of it all, okay? Get out my face. Anyway, next up, I was watching this and I was very upset. I am not fully aware of squatters' rights and that. I do know that each state probably has different. Child, why am I coughing? Am I the cold? Child, is it the Rona? I think the Rona. But I was eating some goobers before I was on here. And I feel like it's some chocolate nuts stuck in my throat. And anyway, because I feel fine, y'all. Back to this. So when I saw this story, I got very upset because I feel like it is so stupid for any state. This happened in New York. It's so stupid that a rule that squatters have rights and homeowners do not. That is insane to me that somebody who don't like. Let's listen. Okay.
Law, yeah, there's laws. You shouldn't be trying to steal my house. Yes, you are. You don't even have.
How about
Child, the fact that the news people had happened to be with the lady covering her being pissed that squatters was in the house, and when she went to the damn house, they caught her fussing with the damn squatters.
About that, a squatter standoff. A property owner confronts a group of people she says moved into her $1 million home in Queens, and our cameras were rolling as dozens of officers showed up.
I feel like at the end of the day, if I have the deed to my house, and this is the house I own, okay, and if some random person don't have not near piece of paperwork to show that they live here, I don't care if you have mail coming here. What the fuck? Now, this lady who owned the house. I think it was owned by her parents or a family member. She inherited it. She's trying to sell it. And the freaking squatters went in there and squatted. And when she came around there with the police and the news folks, and the police even had 2 of the squatters removed, the lady then had a locksmith there to change because she has the deed to the house. It's her fucking house. And when she changed the locks, the fact that the squatter was able to say, well, she changed the locks and not live here. Bitch, how you live here? I don't understand squatters' rights. I don't understand it. I feel like unless you own the house, you can't just move the fuck in and say it's yours.
Several people were taken away in handcuffs, and one of those arrested may surprise you.
Because it was the homeowner.
Investigative reporter Dan Krauth joins us now with more on what happened. Tell us, Dan.
Well, this is a very big growing problem. I received dozens of tips from viewers about this in just the past week. I went to do what I thought was going to be a routine interview. Instead, we capture what police and property owners are dealing with on a daily basis.
I have video of you.
Who are these people?
Dude in the scully cap and the bubble coat. Who are these people? Does it matter, sir? You don't live here.
But they're in my house, man. Relax. No.
To understand how this day ended,
We need the police right away.
with multiple 911 calls and arrests, we have to start at the beginning.
Adele, the hardest question is how do you say your name?
We met Adele Andaloro outside the home her parents
I don't know the law. Yeah, there's laws.
left her in Flushing, Queens. She's in the process of selling it,
No, he locked it.
but she
So again, her parents left her house. She's trying to sell the house. The squatters changed the locks. Now, this is the get you got to see me. I feel like somebody should tell everybody you can't leave your house vacant because squatters may try to take it. Okay, you have to go to your house at least every week. Because I heard that if a squatter is in the house for 30 days, that you have to legally evict them. However, if they have not been there at least 30 days, you can probably get them out. Okay. So this woman, again, she was left the house. Okay. Get the fuck out of here.
has been locked out. She claims squatters moved in on February 6th and refused to leave.
What's it like being here knowing you can't go inside of your own home?
It's enraging. It really is.
In New York, squatters have rights after 30 days.
How? I would not live in New York.
The time that someone does their investigation and they do their work and their job will be well over the 30 days, and this man will have stolen my home. And now she's back.
Just after wrapping up our interview, a woman showed up.
What are you doing in the house? Are you renting this house? Why are you here?
She unlocked the front door, saw our cameras, and took off.
Because she don't want to go to jail. She a squatter too.
It's open. Let's go in the house. It's open.
Adele and her daughter, with the property deed in hand, went inside.
This is my furniture. These are my curtains.
She didn't just find her belongings inside.
There's a man sleeping right there.
If I come in the house and it's a man sleeping, I'm going to shoot you.
Get out of my house.
She found 2 men.
How long have you lived here?
I moved in about 2 days ago.
They've called the police on me, and I've called the locksmith. I didn't come in illegally. The door was open.
Police started interviewing neighbors and looking for documents. Left her in Flushing, Queens.
Do you have something that shows that you've been here for more than 30 days?
They took the man who told me he had been renting for 2 days out in handcuffs
They got one out.
and escorted the other guy off the property.
Now you're afraid to come out.
I'm not coming out. This house is empty. This is my home. My locksmith is on the corner waiting to change my locks. And it's not fair. It's not fair that I, as the homeowner, should be having to go through this.
How you doing?
Minutes later, a locksmith showed up, but police gave her a warning before they left.
I may end up in handcuffs today if this man shows up here and says that I have illegally evicted him. I said,
Send me to jail. I'll pay the lawyer fee. I cannot even understand how by law, the people squatting don't have any paperwork to show a lease, that they're renting, that they're nothing. You can just say, well, I have an AT&T phone bill, piece of mail, because child, look, I would burn the house down. Okay, burn it down. And the lady ended up getting arrested, y'all. Let me let y'all watch.
them, let him take me to court the way I've been told to take him to court. But today, I'm not leaving my house.
Less than 10 minutes after police left and the locks were changed.
Y'all watch this shit. This fool came and busted through the door.
The man who claims to be the one actually leasing the house shows up.
Call the police again.
With the other guy, police took off the property.
Do you see this? This guy just literally broke down my door, broke through myself and my
Bang, bang.
daughter to get in here. This guy just forced himself into my house. Yes, he did. And so did you. You broke through the front door.
The man called the police on her.
So why is it that I have to leave and he doesn't have to leave?
Because technically he can't be kicked out. You need to go to court.
They consider.
So technically, he can't be kicked out. You have to take somebody to court who you did not even allow to live in your house to get them out your house. Gasoline bottle, lighter fluid, set it ablaze. Okay.
Consider this a landlord-tenant issue. And by law, it has to be handled through the housing court.
And he's a piece of shit because anybody who is taking advantage of squatters' rights and you want to fuss as if I live here, I pay bills here, you don't do nothing. You owe. Ooh.
Not with police.
If you own this house, you would not want her inside.
I don't own it.
Exactly,
Yes.
she does.
Yes.
Brian Rodriguez. Look at the face. If you see him, if you know him, tell him he's a piece of ass. Okay. I don't own the house. No. No.
But then once again, you should know how the law works.
I do know how it works.
There's rules to the as you got to go to court and send me to civil court.
He says he signed a lease in October, but
With who?
wouldn't tell us with who.
I got proof longer than that.
Show us the proof.
But who are you for me to show? I showed it to cops.
Dan with Channel 7 News. If you don't want to show it, you don't want to show it.
Proof. Come here, brother. I like that.
I would like to see it.
He didn't show me a lease.
This is a bill.
A bill for work he says he had done to the house. He didn't show police a lease either.
The police department doesn't have the lease?
No.
He's got no documentation.
Just bills.
So Adele,
Daughter to get in here. This guy.
you're getting arrested right now?
I'm being arrested
For what?
For being in
my own home.
And where's your lease?
She's fighting the house. It's not her house anymore.
My deed
That's
is
what was
current
told
and
already.
legal.
Arrested for unlawful eviction. She changed the locks on a man who claims he lives there.
Gasoline bottle, lighter fluid. And I've seen things where people say, even when families like go on vacation sometimes for a long period of time, they've come back home and people are like in their house with their child. No. If you're going to be gone for more than 7 days, have somebody at your house. Have an alarm system. Okay. Shoot them up, bang, bang. Okay. Get an alarm on your house so that if you're not there and someone enters your house, the alarm goes off and it notifies the police. Okay. And then that way, at least the police will show up eventually. Okay. And anyone in the house has to prove they live there. Okay. And put child bars on the doors, everything. Because the fact that this lady, who again has an active deed to the house, her parents left her, that she's being arrested because she changed the locks so that the squatters can't get in the house, is insane. Child, where's Uncle Junebug in them? Because Uncle Child, beat them up, bang, bang. Okay, beat them up, bang, bang. And I'm not wishing anybody to go see Jesus. I'm not wishing for anyone to go see Jesus. But I've watched TV shows where they'll say, oh, houses have burned up, and oh, the folk didn't know people was in the house because they was squatting out, people dead. Look, get out. Because if I own a house and I think somebody in there, shoot them up, bang, bang. Okay, gasoline can and lighter fluid. If you think you have the right to come in where I stay and not want to leave, then I can help you go see Jesus and live in heaven. Heaven is free. Okay? It don't cost no amount of money to live in heaven. Go see Jesus. If you try to live in my place where I reside, where I pay for, you want to go see Jesus. And because I don't know you, I didn't know somebody was in the house. Demolition, tear the house down. And the bad part is she can't sell the house because now she has to legally evict somebody who don't even live there. That shows you how stupid the world is. Okay, completely insane. Completely insane to protect people who don't. This is the crazy part. Squatters' rights. I'll say this. Squatters' rights should only be in effect for houses that nobody owns. That no one owns. If for some reason somebody owns a house and they're just not there, and somebody think, oh, I can squat in here. No, somebody owned that house, because there are plenty of houses where people just gave up the house. The bank don't care. It's sitting some whatever. But for people to have rights and say, well, you've been here for 30 days, you might want to stay. I would not want that kind of life at all. If you let someone stay with you for 10 days, if they don't leave when you ask, you have to evict them. First of all, nobody, hey ma, that's my mama, love you. I don't want nobody in my house more than 2 days. You know what I'm saying? A couple, I don't want no. Go home. Go get away. Get Apollo. Get away from me with this. It's insane. Child, first of all, I be scrolling TikTok, right? And I be seeing the little the videos of people showing how they rent, how much rent is in New York or whatever. Y'all live in tuna cans. I'll be seeing like studio apartments that's like 400 square feet that cost like $18,000. I'm like, it is expensive to live in New York. And I see it because they have the realtor tour showing apartments for rent. And the apartment, it be so small. I seen one, the bathroom was in the hallway of the apartment complex. You are sharing a bathroom with other people. I said, what? So anybody, if you own a house and you're not there, even if it's your house, when you are not at home, have an alarm system. Because if I walk in and you in here, shoot them up, bang, bang, gasoline can and lighter fluid. Because I'm like, these tripping. Completely tripping. Need Jesus. Tripping. Because I was like, who the hell? Why would y'all do that? Y'all know Wayne Brady is pansexual, right? Wayne Brady came out and said he likes everything. He likes everything, likes everyone. He's fluid, he likes men and women or whatever. He is open to all of the odds of the things, okay? And he was on a red carpet talking about how he now gets all these unsolicited dick pics. And I was like, well, welcome to dick. Okay. I feel like no one should send unsolicited penis pictures. It's not nice. Okay, there's really people, they say, hey, do you want a dick pic? Sure. But nobody should just be sending them to people. Okay, we should not do that today and not ever. But I think it was funny that he was saying, because he, came out as pansexual, meaning he likes everything, he's been getting, some dick pics. There's random penises in his face eggplant. And he like, what am I supposed to do? Well, I mean, what do you want to do with it? He's single right now though, so I don't know what he wants. I'm not sure, but he's like, keep y'all eggplants to yourself. Speaking of the challenge, which I'm going to probably review in April. If you watch the challenge, if you've ever watched the challenge, y'all should know of Nelson. You know, Nelson, who's been on the challenge for many years. He's never won, but he's competed. Okay. Last year, he was in a car accident last year. I think it was last year in March, actually. And he had messed up his leg or whatever. It was a whole big thing. Now, when the accident first happened, because the footage of the car crash, of him being pulled out the car, was on here, whatever. His foot was all messed up. He was in the hospital for a long time. Again, it happened last year in March. Well, this month, like a couple weeks, like 2 weeks ago, he ended up having to have his foot amputated. Now, Nelson had been talking on his social medias about, he had like a couple GoFundMes or whatever. And he was recently talking to, I think, who was he talking to? Who was this? Girl, what's her name? Lord Jesus. Nani. Him and Nani were talking on TikTok. And she had asked him, if either MTV, the challenge or whatever, Badu and Murray had helped with the bills and this and that. And then he said, well, no. He said once it kind of came out that the accident was caused because he was driving under the influence, how, MTV and all of them kind of turned their backs on him. And I feel two different ways. I feel like, one, drunk driving under the influence is stupid. Okay, I've told you before, I have not driven under the influence since I was 30. When I drove home, was I 30? I wasn't 30. I was coming home from a night of partying here, and my mom talked me all the way home. Maybe I don't remember, but I have not drunk drove in forever. Okay, because you're not supposed. It's stupid. Okay. But he was driving under the influence. He crashed his car. He was the only one injured. He didn't hit anyone. However, he was drinking. Okay, he had a few drinks or whatever. And so, now it came out that he was charged with a DWI. He now again had because the accident was maybe like March 5th or the 8th or whatever. And so he chose to have the amputation done on that day, because for the past year, he's like, it was, y'all, let me go to his page, because for the past year, he was like, it was bad. Like looking at his foot, his leg, and all that, went into it. What's this? Let me see. I don't know what his page is. It's like Nelly T or some shit. I want to try to find his actual page so that, here we go. Because I want to show y'all, and it's, even though you may think it's graphic, but it's not as graphic or whatever. But for the past year, he had been, trying to rehab his ankle. And it wasn't healing, and then he ended up having to have it amputated. But for the past year, it's crazy because I was like, what's wrong with his foot? I'll just show this one. So that was when it was supposed to have been healing, and it is never healed. The ankle never healed, even though they kept on saying, well, try this and try that, and nothing that worked. So he recently, again, decided to go ahead and get it amputated or whatever. And now he's on the road to recovery. But he was saying how, MTV, he felt they had abandoned him. And I feel like driving under influence is bad. Like, no one's saying, yay, drive. No. But I do feel like when he said, like, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have driven under the influence. However, I also don't think people should wash their hands of me. And I agree. I feel like people do dumb shit. I said, first of all, I think lesson learned. Your foot is gone, sir. Okay, foot is gone. But I also felt and understood him saying, you know, after all the years that I have been, you know, on the show, all of the shows I've done, all of the fans, and blah, 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 blah. I think he felt like they could have helped him more. I feel like once he gets his prosthetic leg or whatever, you know, he's probably going to still come back and be great, great, great. Because, you know, Jordan on there, who is missing the hands. And there are people who are handy capable of doing things, you know, even, you know, whatever. So yeah, Nelson, it was weird because when he was in the hospital and where's the video? Because this is when he went and got the leg. It's a below the knee amputation, and I'm like, oh my god, what's it gonna look like? And when I saw him like moving the leg, I'm like, but ain't no foot there. But I was like, you just never. I'm like, wow. I don't think I've ever seen anyone fresh off of amputation and how it looks and how the leg still moves because it's below the knee. So at least he can still do this or whatever. But I'm like, you know, thank God he, you know, is still alive. You know what I'm saying? He got a stitch removed, whatever. I feel like it's only up from here. But again, you can't be around here doing things thinking the business will still protect you. However, when you've made them money and you are one of the popular people on the show, I understand his frustration because he's like, it's not as if he's ignoring what he did. Even him bringing up how when it first happened, his lawyers told him, hey, don't speak about the charges coming up, which was going to be the DWI. Just talk about you, because he was in a car accident. He did crash his car. It wasn't as if he lied. He just did not go into full detail about what had happened until the charges came out. And he's a huge part of the challenge. His ankle is what was messed up from the accident, and the ankle had got infected. It wasn't healing properly, and again, it was a whole like almost a year that he kept trying. He had like multiple surgeries on the ankle, and because the ankle could not be salvaged, it never healed. That's why he chose to get the amputation. And so far he's been doing good, but he came out as saying how he felt that MTV, the challenge and whatever, they kind of probably just MTV kind of, you know, left him out to dry. Because it's, you know, it's expensive and he's made them tons of money being on the show. But I do feel like now, because he was like depressed, it was hard. Like he would sometimes have like lives or whatever, or post videos or whatever, and you can tell that mentally, he was struggling. He was struggling because his whole life changed. He could not move much around or whatever. He was consistently in the hospital with, you know, different infections and surgeries or whatever. So much had changed, and you can see now that the foot is amputated. He's now on the road to recovery, and he's still strong, like physically. You know, physically he's still strong. You see his child body still look good. You know, and when he was still healing, with the foot attached, he wasn't. He had lost a lot of weight. It was crazy. And seeing him now that he's had the amputation, I do feel like he's in a better place. Okay. But yeah, he was upset with them people. Like, y'all played me. Y'all let me go. So I do wonder what will happen once he can compete again. Because again, even if he gets a prosthetic foot, he can compete. If you ask me, I think so. Anyway, y'all, Diddy back on social media. Diddy took a break because that's what he do sometimes. Okay, he came back. He had a new picture. He wants to put the love little sign or whatever. I was like, I mean, I guess the red went away and the face is here. It's gonna take a whole lot for Diddy to be to a point to where when he maybe posts something or when he, when anything comes up, that folks won't feel like dirty Diddy. This dirty Diddy. Like, it's gonna take some time. Okay, first of all, he's still around here, in the court cases and things. He still has a few court cases to go through. That has not went away. But I do feel like he's trying to slowly see who may like me still, who wants to be around me, who can I possibly say, hey, come on, let's have a party. Nobody. No one. Not today, not ever. Marlon Wayans allegedly has a baby, a 1-year-old baby. And y'all know Marlon Wayans has like teenage or older children or whatever. Well, allegedly, okay, some ladies talking about, you father my 1-year-old child, I want child support, okay? Per the JayBirds brands, he has been named in a paternity suits, okay? He welcomed a daughter. The lady's name was Brittany Moreland. She claimed the actor is the father of her 1-year-old daughter and wants him to help her with expenses for the kid. Now, what I will say is, over the years, I've heard Marlon discuss his 2 kids or whatever. He seemed like a good father, So, allegedly. It says Brittany Moreland, who's 34 years old, petitioned the court for a paternity test to establish him as the father. He's 51. And it says Moreland writes that she spent a significant amount of time, of the birth and care for child. The baby name is Axel July Ivory Wayans. Not Keenan Ivory. Axel July Ivory Wayans. When I hear Ivory, I think Keenan Ivory. Keenan Ivory Wayans. Okay. Is the Ivory for Keenan? I'm just wondering, is Keenan that head? And she wants him to be held financially responsible for her legal fees as well as reasonable expenses of pregnancy and birth. Okay. She says he makes a monthly income. How does she know how much money he makes? If she know how much money he makes monthly, that was fucking. In my opinion. It says in a report, she claimed that he makes a monthly income of around $200,000, while she only brings in $21,000 a month. $21,000, adding that she's sure he's financially able to pay child support. She lists her child care expenses that she spends around $5,000 a month for rent, $9,000 a month on care, groceries, and other necessities. At this time, it doesn't appear that Wayans has responded to the suit. So does she want $14,000 a month? I just feel like if she's saying, it's $5,000 for my rent, and then $9,000 on care. So does she want him to pay all of the bills? Right. And if she made $21,000 a month or a year, if she makes $21,000 a month, let's do the math. I just want to do the math. If she makes $21,000 a month minus her $5,000 for her rent, okay, and then the $9,000 for other things, that leaves her about $7,000. So I wondered if does she want him to pay all of her expenses so that way she keeps her full $21,000 a month, because again, he makes $200,000 a month. Now, in the scheme of things, $14,000 may not be, too expensive for Marlon. I don't know the man's pockets. He's been quiet about the alleged situation or whatever. We shall see. we shall see. Child, wrap it up. Wrap it up. But again, if he makes 21,000, if he makes 200,000 and she makes $21,000 a month, I mean, he could give us because I'm not saying he can't give her nothing, but I am not a believer in, well, because we have a kid, you should fully pay all my bills. Because again, if her monthly expenses for her living and the kid or whatever is like a little 14,000, should he have to pay her 14,000, or should he pay her, maybe $5,000 a month? You know what I'm saying? I just wonder, because I mean, $15,000 a month as your monthly expenses, that's not that bad. If you're making $21,000 a month, but I don't feel like Marlon should have to pay like all of her expenses. Like, you should have to pay for your own stuff too. In my opinion. People, wrap it up. Okay? If you don't want to pay child support, if you do not want to be responsible for paying somebody else's bills that you're not in a relationship with, okay, wrap up the penis or the vagina, either way. Y'all, they caught Jonathan Majors. I'm not gonna play the video because the video was by TMZ. They caught him at the gym. Okay, now I find it weird how people like, your girlfriends, your ex-girlfriends suing you. Yeah, I knew it was coming. I knew we're prepared. He discussed how he and Megan Good are good because like they communicate and blah, blah, blah. It was a cute little conversation. However, I want people to leave that man alone. Separate from him and Megan, I feel like leave that man alone. Because I am still feeling like it was a toxic relationship. Leave that man be. Let him sue her or she sue him or whoever sue whoever and let the judge decide. But if that man out in these streets, go ahead and let him work out. Okay, if he's back into act. Look, if Jonathan Majors, put out a movie, I think I would watch it. I think I would. I don't think I'm mad at him. And I don't know if it's because, I don't know. Okay. But TMZ stalking that man or whatever and asking him questions or whatever. And he said, like I said, I'm back. I'm working out for, for work, because I feel like I also think Hollywood is noticing people are not really washing their hands of him. Like, he has fans still. Like, there's still people who feel like he can redeem himself or whatever. So I do think he thinks somebody will give me a chance. And when they do, I have to be ready. Okay. Now, with old girl suing him, get out of my face. I don't care. Get a heifer 100, not 100 grand. I don't know. Let the judge figure it out. I don't care. But I do feel like a lot of people don't really care or like the fact that she's suing him. I'm gonna leave that be. Wendy Williams' son, Kevin Hunter Jr., was almost like evicted from his apartment or whatever in Miami. I feel like that boy don't work. I still feel like stuff is being paid through his mama. Wherever he stay at, it costs like $3,800 a month. I'm like, first of all, that boy don't have no job. So I don't think it's smart for him to be somewhere that costs that much because he can afford it. Luckily, when they filed for eviction, it got paid, so they removed the eviction. He didn't get put out. But I'm looking like, move somewhere cheaper. Your daddy ain't got no money. You ain't got no money. It's going to get deeper and deeper and deeper, okay? If you do not have the money and you not working, how will bills get paid? It's the weirdest shit to me. Speaking of weird shit, okay? Peter, I want to be a promoter of business or whatever. Peter is consistently trying to convince people that he is a good businessman. I don't believe it. Only because he is one thing if you are a restaurateur, you've had like one place closed or whatever, but Peter has had consistently miscellaneous files of eviction from places, workers not getting paid. Like it's a consistent thing that something always goes wrong. Peter, at least currently, is not a good business person. However, he was on live talking because he wanted to speak about how people don't understand. Like, y'all, we can do a TV show about my restaurant and get paid. What?
Told me that the show that Raising the Bar would be 10 episode with 2 reunions.
So again, he wanted to have a show called Raising the Bar, because the show was called Bar One. Raising the Bar would have 10 episodes, a 2-part reunion. We can make some money.
All right. To produce an episode is around $450,000 to $500,000 just to produce an episode.
Why would it cost $500,000 for one episode?
For TV on that level. So that means they're willing to put up $5 million to make my first season.
Who was they? Who was that? Who was that?
And hopefully I bring the fire, me and Pepper, in order for us to have a second, third, or fourth season or fifth season. That would be the dream of my life, right? And I'm trying to explain that to a businessman that the network is putting up $5 million for a season, regardless, win or lose. So if they're putting up $5 million for a season, and I'm trying to raise $1 million to resurrect Bar One, I would give anybody that come on board 50% of Bar One control to operate just to get that shit going.
Sir, you sound desperate. You sound, yeah. If YouTube knocks you out, just come on back in. YouTube, when people are on live, for some reason, it knocks folks out. Let's come on back in. We went out here. Yeah, Peter seems asleep. Peter seems asleep. And I feel like him saying, I have to find $1 million to open up Bar One again. Okay. Then hopefully the network will pay money to air or to record a show.
Even giving them executive producer credit on my platform. But nobody I talked to so far understand the power of television. Because it's not just them putting up the $45 million to do the program. It's just that now they're directing traffic. Bravo's in, I keep on saying Bravo, but Bravo, Peacock, that old network, they're in 90 million homes.
Sir, you were on the show. You have a very much so popular aura. Like, people know who you are. They know about Bar One. Bar One don't even really need to be on television because people know that it's there. It's just you do bad business. And that's what it is. I feel like, it's not that people don't understand how TV works and how promotional things work and how y'all can probably have the show and promote the show and then it gets great, or whatever. And y'all are then making money from the show. But it's like the restaurant is foreclosed on. It's foreclosed. It's bad business, technically. For real. And it's like, people don't care that much. So I think Peter is at a point where he needs to pivot. Pivot. If you don't pivot, then you're going to be left behind, okay? Because no one is going to feel like, oh, yeah, that's fine. Peter, you keep closing. Yeah, so what? We don't really care. We do care. We do, okay? JT said, play with your mama. Okay, don't play with me. I said, girl, let him know. Now, JT is going on the road. She has a couple of songs and everything. And people feel like what people were saying. Where is it? I'm not sure where it at. Somebody commented and said, the comment is gone. But somebody commented and said, oh, how you gonna do a tour and you get, like 1 or 2 songs? And then she said, bitch, first of all, y'all around here, watching hoes with no songs, poor looking on your throat. Okay, but you can't listen to my great music. I feel like I don't think people get that JT is not doing like a regular like stadium tour type of thing. She's really just going from city to city, or state to state, and she's partying. But while she's partying, she's playing her songs. You know what I'm saying? And this, what she said is true. Y'all pay to see chicks or people, dudes or whoever, poor looking like y'all throat and who don't even have songs out every weekend. So let me be great, bitch. I like the fact that she's around here trying to better herself and make sure her career keeps growing. Like, let me go do some traveling. Let me do the promotion. That's what you're supposed to do. But some folk are so used to, things have to be easy. Things have to be it's on the top-notch scale of music. It's a top-notch scale of, everybody around here is gonna be on my tour. Everybody around here gonna want to be on my spot. Everybody, no, why the play? What are you doing? Lord Jesus. That's not what it is. She's smart. Book these little venues, book these little shows, and go get some money. And while doing all of that, you can start to get more fans who know more of your songs, and then it can go from there. Nobody should be trying to tour and doing huge stadiums if you have not tried to build your fan base up from the ground. Okay, because again, JT, the solo artist, we don't know that at all. Next up, Child Karen. When I saw on TMZ, I said, Karen did what? So Karen Huger from the Housewives of Potomac was in a car accident. She crashed her car. This is part of TMZ, who got their information from the Montgomery County Police Department. Okay. And this says apparently, allegedly late at night in Potomac. Child again, YouTube, child, they being funny again. If YouTube knock y'all out, just come back in. I'm still here. But Karen crashed her 2017 Maserati. They said that she was allegedly driving in an aggressive manner, too fast, and all that stuff. And she struck a median, the crosswalk sign at an intersection before colliding with a parking sign off the road. And her car finally stopped. Okay. Now, apparently, she was the only one in the car. They're not saying that she was hurt. The airbags were deployed and everything. We don't know. We know Karen, okay? Because they said the police gave her a few citations and the car had to be towed away. I said, girl, you out driving? Karen, what you drinking and driving? I hope not, girl. It could just be, Karen is a woman of a certain age. Those Maseratis are fast. She could have just lost control. Sometimes if you drive too fast, even in your own car, sometimes you make a little turn and you, oops. Again, because she's 60 now. So I'm assuming she's fine because again, the story said the car was towed because the car was totaled. The car was too damaged to be driven home. The car was taken with a tow truck. Karen was given multiple citations and stuff, and then that was it. She was not arrested, but we don't know what else happened. But y'all, Karen around here like, what? Do me? I'm going dumb. Okay. But again, the car, a Maserati is fast. If you drive too fast one night, it's at nighttime, maybe it was rainy, who knows? A car can hit a little puddle in its skirt and all that. But at least we are happy to know that she is allegedly okay. She good in these streets and whatnot. And hopefully, just slow down, Karen. Just slow down, okay? Because we don't have time for no Karen hurts and stuff. We don't want that, not at all. What do I have left on my thing, and then we can get into bitch robbery because he was talking like 30 minutes. Erykah Badu, where's she at? Erykah out. Is Erykah being messy? Is Erykah Badu out here being messy? Erykah, well, first of all, Beyonce posted, this cover art for Act 2. Beyonce, okay? And her look, it looks a little bit familiar. However, when I seen this, I did not think about Erykah Badu. I did not. Because I feel like I've seen that same look many times over the years from many different people. Not mainly famous people, but I feel I'd have seen it a lot. However, Erykah Badu, who sometimes be she be posting stuff, and I'm like, did you being messy? Why you being messy for? How you doing that? Okay. And she posted, Beyonce's thing, and all it said was, All it said was, But y'all know that speaks volumes. Okay. Mainly because people felt like, oh, she being shady. She trying to say Beyonce stole her style. Okay. She wants to be like that. Now, she also was like, Jay, say something, Jay. You gonna let these women, these bees do this to me? Because when folks saw her saying, they felt like Eric, what you're saying. Now, where's the thing that Erykah did before? Erykah at some point did have, but I feel like Erykah is not the only one who has worn braids with beads. She ain't the first or the last, in my opinion. So when she do post stuff, it make people feel like, oh, why you being messy for? Why you doing that? You being messy, Erykah? And then when folks are responding and like, Erykah, you want some bull stuff, Erykah? Now we see you. The Beehive was on her ass. The Beehive was not happy. They, saying this and saying that, and I don't think it's about copying at all. Now, I will say that, Beyonce's publicist, Yvette, was like, let me post over the years, how she's done different braided styles. And, child, she's hiring stylists to do this shit. So when I think the thing is, even if Erykah was just being messy, even if she's just being a bit, not even if she's trying to be innocently messy, we can't make it seem like, if anybody else had braids with some beads. I had braids and beads when I was a kid. When I was young, come on now, Stevie Wonder, Rick James, Donna Summer, cold-blooded. But this is the thing. Everything is not copying because nothing is original. So I feel like everybody copies off of somebody because there's the only thing that can be original right now is if aliens come down from the planet of the other planets or whatever, then that would be something new. But every time something comes, everyone gets it from somewhere. But it's not, I don't think it's really copying. It's nothing is new to me. But I do feel like Erykah be posting stuff and then be like, but what I said? I didn't do nothing. What do you mean? That wasn't being messy. It's like what you were. just a little bit. Even if you felt like nobody would think about it, it's like, but you were. But it could be that. Okay. And sometimes it's like it also could be just flattery. Be flattered. Be flattered. Yvette also showed this where Beyonce had a different hairstyles or whatever. So it's just like we don't have time for the mess. Not today. Not ever. Okay. And speaking of mess, somebody get Ray J off the line. Okay. Somebody get Ray J off the line. Ray J right here doing promo. At one, he was on the Breakfast Club. I know Angela Yee said he was going to be on her show as well. But while on the Breakfast Club, Ray J had also mentioned this somewhere else. I can't remember where, but he was talking about, oh yeah, there should be a Monica Brandy tour. They should tour together. Now I heard him say that with my lip. I want to say a week or two ago. And while on the Breakfast Club, they asked him about it. And when he was talking or whatever, he was saying, well, yeah, it could be a Monica Brandy tour. And then when people said, well, who would open? Well, Monica. And I'm like, why would Monica open for Brandy? Brandy and Monica, to me, are two legends who were around at the same time. Neither one of them should open for the other. This, to me, is a true even kill thing. So Ray J around there, to me, Ray J was been a bit shady, saying, "Oh well, yeah, Monica can open up." I would call it the Brandy and Monica. I was like, "Sir, cut it out, cut it." Now, when Monica was booked on Nicki's tour, even I said, I think she should be on like an R&B type tour. Because that would be amazing. You know what I'm saying? She has the hits. Okay. And so she said, big what? Because she heard. Okay. She heard we was saying. And she said, let me comment directly. And the song she got playing, in her little story, it's her and Brandy, The Boy Is Mine. And she said, I have been repeatedly contacted about interviews, etc., where my name and tour possibilities are being discussed. I've not received any contracts or calls about the said tour. Ray J, at Ray J, I'm kindly asking you to stop speaking on me in public. A private conversation would be both necessary and respectful. Okay, Brandy is a legend. She's one of one with an intense catalog that I deeply respect and a voice sent from heaven. The conversation being had without she and I is beginning to muddy the waters severely. She and I are both consummate professionals that share a massive recording as well as an entire era. Please allow this to remain positive and beautiful. Neither should open. We should give someone else that opportunity and co-headline a massive shared stage if this is to ever happen. Any further convo should be private. Meaning, Ray J, shut up. Be quiet. And I feel like Monica's point is, like we all know, there in the past have been tensions between her and Brandy. We not gonna act like that ain't what it is, okay? Even though currently that's not what it is, it can turn that way, especially if the fans start picking sides. If Brandy may say something shady, Monica can say something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can say something, but even implying that Monica should open for Brandy, that starts shady shit. And that's her point. Her point, like, we can do a tour. However, neither one of us should be the opening act. Somebody else should open up for us, and it be a whole tour to where neither one of them, and they should close on The Boy's Mind. They should close on The Boy's Mind. Period. Period. So Ray J, stop being messy. Cut it out. Oh, heifer. Anyway, y'all, I want y'all to take one little second and like the video so we can get into the last thing of Bishop Robbery so we can get on with the evening. Okay, go ahead and dance, y'all, and like the video. And we're back. Okay, look, y'all know I saved Bishop Robbery for last in case anybody don't care. But we still like to have a good old Bishop Robbery watch along when he's saying something that's different. Okay, now look. Y'all know Bishop Robbery was found guilty of a few charges. It was guilty of attempted extortion, lying to the FBI, and then also was an embezzlement of taking the money from that lady. Okay, so he had been live a couple of times, and I was ignoring him. Okay, I have one short clip from a few days ago, and then I have what he did last night. Now the live from last night was over. Now we not gonna do an hour. Okay, we're gonna maybe get into maybe 20 minutes of it or whatever, and that's it. Because my stomach hurts, I'm having cramps, and I'm like, I want to go to bed. But I want y'all to get, and I have some jokes. So
I trust God.
This is from a couple of days ago. Now y'all know he was just found guilty. Okay, he was just found guilty of the things. Look, the day he was found guilty, he came round here. YouTube, when we are on live, it knocks people out. I cannot control it. It happens on all the lives, as I know. It's on mine. I also saw it on Funky.Diva's live as well. I can't control it. If it knocks you out, just come on back in because I'm still here. It's a YouTube glitch. I can't fix it. Okay. But that's the Bishop. The day he was found guilty, he came on live and he said, I'm not going to say nothing else about the case. My lawyers are handling it. I'm not going to say nothing. And then he was lying.
That's it. Listen, let me tell you something, right? I don't wish that the FBI die or anything like that. I don't wish none of that. I'm praying for everybody that's a part of this, right? Because it's business for them.
Business?
It's my life for me. All right? And y'all just need to understand that. Y'all need to understand that. It's just business for them. They got paid to do what happened with me. Me, I lost money. I lost friends. I lost family. I lost things. Right? All I'm telling y'all to do, this can happen to anybody. Okay? Happened to Malcolm. Happened to Martin. It happened to Mandela.
Are you the civil rights leaders? Are you comparing yourself to Martin? What? Sir, that is a whole wrong. That's the wrong pool of people. That ain't your pool of people. No. You need to name the criminals. Okay? And even if you're saying you lost family and friends, that means they thought you was guilty. That means the people who know you best believe strangers over you, or they feel like he probably did that shit.
It happened. It happened. It happened. Stay focused. Stay focused. I'm just a young black man pushing forward in the United States of America. That's it. So, love y'all so much. 10 toes down. I'm here, y'all. When I tell you I'm here, the reason why I got a smile on my face is because I know the God I serve. I know the God I serve.
Now that was him again a couple days ago. Now last night, yesterday, yesterday, he went on live. Child, he was live for over an hour, and I have first caught it towards the end when I'm popping on here. Pause. I have first caught it because I recorded about 37 minutes of it. And I thought, okay, maybe he wasn't on that long. When I seen him, because he kept the post, I said, this Negro was on there for over an hour. I said, for what? For what? And again, we not going to get into all of it. I recorded this is maybe 30 minutes of it. We're going to probably do about 20 minutes, and that's it. I have enough to cuss him out for 20 minutes, and then we're going to go. Okay? But he is foolish.
The public opinion about Bishop Whitehead has been, I'm talking about nuts. When I tell you nuts, the amount of people that don't like me because of what the media portray. When I tell y'all, let me tell you something. When I tell you that God is really showing me something that I never knew exist.
What is that?
I never knew the level of animosity people have.
Animosity? I think people are aggravated because I feel, to me, after the robbery, had he not been so out on social media and fussing and cussing folks, I feel like more people would not feel like he's guilty. So I don't think it's really animosity people have. I think people feel like they believe you did it and you won't let it go.
Based off of public accusations, right? Yeah, I went to trial. I was found guilty. Does it mean that I was guilty? No.
What? So because you're saying you not guilty, if anybody else found, so the people who was accused of robbing your church, they get found guilty, or they not guilty?
Right? I have the opportunity to appeal, which my team, we're appealing. How many people have been convicted illegally?
How many have been convicted justly? You can look at it both ways. The same way, if he would have gotten off, folks would have felt like, well, he got off illegally.
Right? And everybody's talking about the 90,000, right? I didn't go to trial just for that charge. There was other charges. And there was a lot of manipulation to make things come to fruition. And the crazy thing about it, the reason why I want to talk about it is like, people are so evil towards me.
Are they evil? Or did it feel like you did it?
Right? Not like I care. But I'm a human being. And a lot of networks and a lot of people want to interview me. And I have my team speak to this other television network that want me to go on. And the producer calling me. So I said, all right, let's call him back, see what he's talking about. And we did research, and the same network was throwing me under the bus. So I said, well,
I think everybody you say threw you under the, anyone who covered the case and felt like these are the accusations against him, the scheming, scamming bishop of the robbery, but he keep making it seem like he's being like targeted. And I'm like, people are covering the case.
Why in the world would I want to go on your network, brother? Oh, well, we want to hear your story. No, you guys already shaped your opinion. You called me a scammer. You called me a fraud. You called me tacky. Why am I coming on your platform? But to raise your numbers? Well, you're the hottest topic. Okay, so you want me to come raise your...
He is not the hottest topic. I barely want to cover him. I can laugh about what he's doing. He's not in the news. Like, the trial was barely in the news. It was news in New York, yes. It's not worldwide news at all. And I think he wants people to feel like so many people are watching me consistently. And if I go on anyone's platform, it's going to blow them up. It's like, no, not at all.
So you want to get into some type of confrontation because you know if you say something to me crazy, you already know what type of time I'm on. So you want to ambush me, right?
It's not an ambush. If you know how they feel, it's not an ambush.
It's like, I thought I was a pastor, right? Nobody has no regards for me being a bishop of the Lord's church, an apostle
You didn't know. You didn't know
of the Lord's church. Y'all let what the media and what the world is saying about Bishop Whitehead to cause you to be strayed the wrong way. I'm telling you, y'all going to see the truth, and it's just like there's going to be a lot of people repenting and saying that they're sorry to me, man.
No, repenting is for sins. Repenting is you're repenting for a sin you committed. We ain't nobody gonna repent because they thought you were scheming and scamming. Ain't nobody gonna repent for that.
Because just think about it. I just really want y'all to think about it. So, we will be doing an exclusive interview with a person, and we'll disclose who it is coming soon.
An exclusive for what? You have already come on your IG page and told all the business.
We're gonna do an exclusive, and you guys are going to hear a lot of things that you haven't heard. But,
sir, if you didn't put it up in court, why? What? For what? For why?
It's so amazing to me. Okay, Bishop, you gotta chill. Going live hasn't worked in your favor not once. Okay, so
facts. Going live never works.
Let me say this. This is my platform. I say what I want to say.
Oh.
I do what I want to do.
And that is why you are in the predicament that you're in. Because when Erykah come on stage, stop talking. Let the case play itself out and stop talking. And you never would stop talking. You kept going live. You kept giving interviews. You kept posting on social media. And now look at you.
And please, allow this to be my platform, okay? Thank you.
And if you had an exclusive interview coming up, you would not be around here giving away the exclusive details on IG Live.
It's always people that doesn't know what it feels like to go through ridicule that will always invoice an opinion for you to do something that they were never in a position to do.
I've never been in the position to be a bishop. I've never been in the position to be ridiculed for stealing money from some lady or lying to the FBI or nothing like that. So yeah, there are many things that no one is faced with doing, but also you put yourself in the predicament that you're in.
Right? And I want y'all to understand that I'm not just fighting for my life. So,
he was talking a lot, so I did cut some stuff out because it was like nothing.
So like if your integrity was not challenged in this way, right? I think you should just keep your opinions to yourself, right? And pray, right? Pray for me. I could be your brother, I could be your uncle, I could be somebody in your family, right? And my children are watching this, and my children.
Why are they watching?
Children see what you guys are doing.
Why they see it? Your kids should not be around here searching. Your kids too young for that anyway. That's your fault.
Right? And you would want somebody to be respectful to your children. Right?
I would be respectful to my kids, and I would not be going live at all of this. I would make sure that there's no content for anyone to use for my kids to see. You are still out here wanting to be a public figure, but you don't want to have the public scrutiny that comes with being a public figure. And that's a catch-22.
Right? And the thing about it is this, right? What if, right? What if y'all are all wrong?
But we're not.
Right? Everybody that feels that since the court said I was guilty or the jury said I was guilty, what if y'all were all wrong?
But we're not.
Right? Then what you gonna say? But you know what you're gonna say? You're gonna be so prideful that you went so hard to destroy my name. Right?
We did not destroy your name. You did that.
That you're gonna try to find something else to say to validate your wrong.
The same way you do.
I've been through my ups and downs. Right? And I want to say this to you clearly. My coach is up here. So, coach, I want to say this to you clearly.
Is you looking for the truth? What are you looking for? When his eyes move around, I'm like, I feel like he's looking for the truth.
I have nothing to lie to you about. If I did it, the best thing that I can do is tell the people that I've been praying for and that's been following me, can y'all please forgive me? I had a setback.
OJ? Y'all know OJ did a whole interview and book thing and said, if I did it. Is he putting the OJ?
Right? I did these crimes. I took this money. And I need you guys to forgive me. The Bible says that we all fall short of his glory. What's so hard with me saying that? What's so hard? Why is that hard?
When people kept asking you about the lady money, why did you never say, I didn't take it? Your response always has been, well, she's not a congregation member. She's not a member of the church. Sir, stop.
If I thought I can get over on somebody and I got caught red-handed, we all make mistakes. I'm just saying this to you guys because you guys are just vicious. And it's like, what is so hard? Why can't I just tell you guys, you know what? I needed the money. I lied. I did this. I did that. Why do I have to keep a status quo for you?
We don't know. You still won't tell us where your money came from.
I think I would make better. Think about it. I think I would make better if I come to you guys and say, I'm so sorry, man. I should have never did that. I was wrong. Can you guys please forgive me? And it would be my duty to plead to you because you guys follow me and I hold an office as a bishop, pastor, and apostle.
Okay, so you would want to do that because you're a public figure, right? You would have to apologize because you're a public figure, okay?
And I think if I poured my heart out to you guys and I ask you for your forgiveness, which I really don't need, all I need God is to forgive me.
Wait, so what you just said, because folks follow you and you're an apostle, blah, blah, blue, you would owe people an apology. But then you're going to say, I don't owe nobody nothing but God. Which one is it? It can't be both.
Because some of you guys might not forgive me. How hard would that be? I'm just asking a question. How hard would that be? How hard would that be? How hard would that be? Carol Sanders, don't get blocked, all right? Because nobody's blaming the devil. All right, don't get blocked. You'll get blocked real quick. You see, I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart with you guys, and we have just ridiculous, disrespectful people that... See, it's like misery love company, and I'm sitting here just trying to have a heart-to-heart with y'all. But
why you want to have a heart-to-heart with people that you keep saying, I don't owe y'all nothing? I mean, I could say sorry, but I don't owe y'all nothing. I want to have a heart-to-heart with y'all, but I don't owe y'all nothing.
How hard is that, y'all? For me to say, I'm sorry. I screwed up.
That sounded genuine.
How hard is that? However, I am not guilty. Simple. Bishop, have you forgiven yourself? Don't worry about what we think as long as you forgive yourself. Forgive myself for what?
Then why you on the live, sir? Get off the live.
For what? Literally, for what? So I'm here to let y'all know, right? Bishop Lamar Whitehead is innocent of all charges. Period. And you guys will see. Bag New York City said, Pastor, why would they say you are? Are they trying to set you up? So let me say this to y'all, right?
Oh, here come the conspiracies.
During a trial, see, y'all just hear guilty. But during a trial, there's a lot of motion practice. There's a lot of things that are ruled on before trial. There's a lot of things that you can and cannot do based off of motion practice, right? You guys are just, he was guilty. So you have to understand that there's procedural things that's led up to trial. So if any of those procedural things were done wrong to handcuff you, to defend yourself to your greatest capacity, then you really was not found guilty.
Sir, my head hurt. The fact that he's trying to imply, well, the courts did not allow me to fully defend myself. Okay, they blocked me from saying or doing things so I could not fully defend myself. Therefore, I'm not guilty. If the court did not allow me to show where the money came from, I'm not guilty. They tied my hands and I could not fully defend. You know who could? You know, a person can fully defend themselves is when they do not go live on a regular basis on social media for the prosecution to see all what things they can then say. You can't use this, that. You gave them all the ammunition they needed to handcuff you. Why? Because you won't shut up. Then and now. You put all the information out for them to get all the evidence they needed against you. You didn't have good lawyers.
So, but the public don't understand this. All y'all hear is guilty. And most of you guys want Bishop Wyatt to be guilty because y'all might not like my style, you might not like how I move, which whatever the case, you didn't like how I dress. So, oh, you just too flashy. No, I've been like this all my life. I dress.
That's not true, sir. We've seen you in regular clothes.
Nice. All my life. All my life. So, hold on 1 second. So, I want y'all to understand. Stop casting judgment. This is why it's levels of court. You go to trial. If you lost trial, you go to the higher courts. Right? And then higher judges look at it. If they don't do it, then higher judges look at it. There is a process. There is a process. And anybody that's in my... Think about this, y'all. I want to ask y'all this question.
Oh, Lord.
You know a person by his pedigree or her pedigree.
Correct.
Pedigree. How is this the only person that I supposedly scammed?
Because it's impossible for somebody to scam one person. I have to be innocent. Why? Because why would I not scam more people? How could I possibly be guilty of only scheming, scamming one person? How is that possible? Don't nobody scheme or scam one person. They scheme and scam everybody.
You just don't scam one person. Like, come on, man, y'all not crazy. Think about it. Think about it.
Who murders one person? Murderers. Who robs one bank? Bank robbers. Who schemes and scams one person? Somebody who schemed and scammed and got caught.
But all you want to do is crucify Bishop Whitehead. We always got to find a way to crucify what we don't understand. I'm going to keep preaching the way I'm preaching, no matter what. If they send me away, I'll be back. The Lord got me covered no matter what. Y'all have to understand this. Right? Too much is given, much is required. Y'all not scaring nobody. The reason why they are so hard because you are past delivery. No. You have to understand, the reason why people are hard on me is because now I become the excuse to do right, to not do right. Well, this is the reason why. This is the reason why I don't go to church, because the pastor's like him. So even if I am innocent, you don't want me to be innocent because you really don't want to go to church.
People not going to church ain't got shit to do with you. You didn't have enough people to scheme and scam in your church. You did not have a big church. It wasn't that many people.
And all pastors, all they do is steal the money and this, that, and the third. See, if y'all really knew. Okay, so she says, I went to Pace and read your words, your testimony when you were on the stand and under oath. Gladys Johnson Ferguson, you're a liar. You see what I'm saying? Now watch this. You're a liar. And the reason why you're a liar is because Pacer does not have transcripts. You're a liar, okay? So what you see is different motions, you liar. And this is what I'm talking about, y'all. So when people like that come on and say, I went to Pacer and I saw transcripts. No, you have to buy transcripts. Transcripts are just not going to be on Pacer. The only thing that's going to be on Pacer is motions. I'm blocking you. Let me block you because you just...
He upset, y'all. He is mad.
Boom, there we go. And so if transcripts was on Pacer, why would I have to buy them? Brittany Wilson said, this is too much. I understand. Don't worry about it. God bless you. Now Pastor is judging. How am I judging? I'm telling the truth. I'm talking to you truthfully.
No, you're not.
No, LexisNexis has them. No, LexisNexis is a site that pulls cases. They don't have transcripts. Did the courts find you guilty on this? The jury did. Bishop, just show us real transcripts. It's coming, y'all. It's coming.
Why? If you were found guilty, the transcripts from the case ain't gonna help nothing. Show the transcripts for what? You were found guilty.
It's coming. Oh, second me.
Oh, let me paperwork.
Show y'all something, man.
Paper.
See this right here? Right? You gotta buy these. Right? You gotta buy them. You have to buy them.
He pulled out a stack of paper and didn't show shit. Not nothing.
Right? You can't go on Pacer and get the transcripts. So why would I have to buy them if they're gonna be for free?
You look so defeated.
How do you keep your spirit up? By understanding who God made me. No, there's no transcripts at the courthouse. Anytime you need transcripts, you have to call the stenographer. You have to call the stenographer and you have to order it. This is what I'm talking about, y'all, right? We cast judgment on something that we don't fully understand.
If he was found innocent, he would not be preaching about, oh my God, the judge is wrong. The papers are wrong. Nothing. If he was found innocent and the prosecution was complaining about how things were not right, he would say, oh, everything is great. The court is great. But because he was found guilty, now the court is faulty.
This is what I'm trying to show y'all.
Yeah, you don't call the stenographer at all. All of that comes from the court. All of it is on record.
You got people up here saying that Pacer have transcripts. No, they might have excerpts of things within a motion. That's it.
So if they have excerpts for a motion, wouldn't that show that you said, child?
No, the reason why I am so he said, stop explaining, sir. Continue to trust God if you're innocent. No, listen. That's not the way this thing gonna go. Right? The reason why I'm trying to explain something to you is because
you want to be right in the court of public opinion.
You guys, the ones that don't understand law and don't understand the court system.
You don't understand law. You don't understand the court system. That's why you were found guilty a second time.
And they just want Bishop Whitehead to be guilty, right? What you're doing is you're digging a hole. And I'm trying to make you understand that that's what the Bible says in Hosea chapter 4. He says, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. Why are you even in this situation in the first place? You should have been home with your wife and babies. This situation is very unfortunate, sir. You see what I'm saying? What situation? Like, what situation are you talking about?
How were you able to be told on by the man, the Belmonte man? If you was at home somewhere with your wife and kid, the man wouldn't have said he was right here trying to set up a meeting between him and Mayor Adams for some shakedown money, okay? How, if you were at home chilling, you would not be in this mess.
Right? Like, why don't y'all? It's just so crazy. But I think everything's gonna clear up. I'll be making an announcement soon, and I will be making an announcement soon, and you guys will be able to see. I just black parts when you. Yeah, y'all gonna see, and
we're not gonna see nothing.
I just want you guys to say sorry, the ones that have been ridiculing me, and that's it. So there's gonna be some things coming, and my attorneys, and we're putting some things together.
They should put together a Be Quiet band.
You are all over the media. That situation, you know what I'm talking about. This is very embarrassing circumstances. Ma'am, let me explain something to you, right, about embarrassing. I don't know who it's embarrassing to, but the Bible says very clearly in Acts chapter 9, verse 16, the Bible says, I will show him he must suffer for my name's sake. And if you think that I'm out here trying to get in trouble, you're absolutely wrong, right? And I really, you know, for our community, right, you guys don't care unless it's somebody in your family, right? And until it hit home, then you want to care. But if it doesn't hit home, it's, oh, how did you put yourself in this situation? Well, how do you know I put myself in this situation?
People always look at what happened and they, like, even this, for instance, the Nelson thing. Nelson was drinking, went driving, got into a car accident. People look at both sides of it. You should not have been drinking. However, it's unfortunate what happened, but we wish you the best. You around here just being child scheming and scamming.
And how do you know that this situation didn't come to me? Why don't you stay tuned? What happened to us praying, right? Oh my God, one of our Christian brothers or one of our brothers is under attack. Let's pray for him. But you want to know what y'all do? Y'all crucify. That's what you crucify. Yeah, I can read you some things, right? And you guys will be like, whoa.
I wouldn't.
We have been praying for you since the robbery of your church, and more bad things are happening. Okay, can I give you scripture? Somebody say book it, Bishop. Somebody say book it, Bishop. Somebody say book it, Bishop.
Nope.
Can I just get one book it? Because this young lady said, we have been praying for you since the robbery of your church, and more bad things are happening. Like, what's going? Can I just get? Can I get just 100 y'all? It's a lot of y'all between Instagram and Facebook. Just can I get 100 y'all say book it? Just say book it, Bishop. Because just say book it, Bishop. I just want y'all to say book it, Bishop. Because she said we've been praying for you. We've been praying for you since
How are you upset? How are you flipping through the Bible, pissed off? Saying book it, Bishop. First of all, what does that mean?
Since the robbery, and things keep happening, Bishop. Somebody say book it, Bishop. Come on. Somebody say book it. I need you to say book it. I need y'all to say book it. I need you to say book it. Somebody say book it, Bishop. Watch this. And the Bible says in the book of
Child, he would get the preaching.
Job to tell thee. So 4 people were talking.
Skipped over it. I just skipped over it. He reading from the book of Job, how Job and 4 people were saying stuff, and Job was going through this, that, and the other, and all these things was happening to Job. Child, he think he Job.
At the same time, and Job was going through a season of a storm. Why are you telling me we pray for you when they robbed the church and things are still happening to me? Well, keep praying for Bishop Whitehead, because all this is my Job season. This is only my Job season. And what did Job do? The Bible says, and what,
skip it.
What I'm trying to show y'all, right, is a young man that's after God's own heart. And we can't give up. And we will not give in. And I'm not going to sit here and repent for something that I did not do. Because I got other things that I'm going to do that I'm going to need my repentance for.
What does that mean? You have other things that you're going to do that you're going to need to repent for. Like what? What else, Bishop?
Can I just keep it real? I just want to keep it real. With this happening to me, God was able to show me who's for me and who's against me.
Okay.
I am who God called me to be.
A prisoner? I keep telling him maybe God wants you to be the prisoner bishop, okay? Pastoring for the prisoners in the prison.
I am who God called me to be. Ain't none of y'all gonna change me at all. You're not gonna move me out of position. You're not gonna make me say I'm sorry and ask y'all to forgive me for something that I don't need forgiven for. I am innocent. I don't care what the world have to say. I don't care what the people have to say. I'm innocent.
And if that is true, if you don't care what nobody has to say, this is my whole thing with him. If he was innocent, if he was innocent, if he did not care what anyone had to say, he would not consistently pop on live to get the approval of people watching him on live. Because you innocent. And you know you innocent. And all you gonna wait, like, for instance, hell, Jussie Smollett, okay? Jussie Smollett, who was found guilty, he ain't said shit. His lawyers have, his lawyers do, he don't. Okay? I feel like if you did something, if you get found guilty, everyone should hear from your, even Jonathan Majors. We're hearing from his attorneys. Bishop Robbery is the only person we've never heard from that man's attorney. We always hear from him. So if you really was innocent and you don't have shit to prove, then stop talking. Let your lawyer speak for you and file the proper paperwork. So that way, every time the prosecution or the judge or the jury has to make a decision. They don't have your own words to use against you.
Here you go. Well, hope it works out for you. You see what I'm saying? I thought you was praying for me. You see that attitude from the saints? If you're praying for me, now it's, oh, well, I hope it works out for you. What happened to prayer? Were you really praying for me? This is what I'm talking about, y'all. And this is where we lose our power. And this is how the devil continues to defeat us as a race, as a religion, as Christians. Because you want to know what? As soon as you
stop yelling at me. Stop yelling.
Wrong. It's like, well, hope it worked out for you. Oh, because you're wrong now? Because I booked it? And this is why there's no power anymore in the church.
Maybe in your church. Maybe in your church. But in other churches, it's fine.
The Bible says when two or more gather together, he's there. But you want to know what? The Bible also says a divided house can't stand.
Well, your house been divided. That's why it's not standing.
Now you're saying, I only said what I said. Why are you being mean and yelling at me? Am I being mean, y'all? Am I yelling?
Yes. Yes, you are. Okay, if YouTube knocked y'all out, come on back in. We got about maybe 10 more minutes left, okay?
I just want y'all to see what happens when people are wrong. They try to make you look crazy. Now she says I'm yelling at her. I'm not yelling at you.
You were yelling.
I'm just speaking.
You were yelling.
Do y'all see this?
Yes.
Do you see this? Now I'm yelling at her.
You are yelling.
I'm just passionate. But anyway, if you feel I'm yelling at you, I apologize. Just please leave me alone now. She's the victim now, so just please leave me alone now. That's it. No problem. So, what I'm here to do, y'all, is I want to be able to exemplify strength. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Hey, it's all right, young lady. It's all right. I'm not upset with you at all.
You were. You were.
Amen. But people have to understand that when you come for me, what am I supposed to do? Just let you come for me? You know how many
child, them crazy eyes moving around looking for the truth be scaring me.
people are calling me scammers? I am all over the world. And everybody's saying I'm a scammer. You're a scammer. You robbed the old lady. You this, you that, you this, you that, you this. Love you too in the name of Jesus, daughter. And you have to understand, y'all, this is a spiritual warfare. Think about it. Why? And then somebody said, don't blame the devil. It's him. If he can destroy one of God's mouthpiece, right? Then he got us.
Who's us? He ain't got me.
Right? Somebody said, look at TD Jakes. No. There's nobody that has been attacked in the body of Christ more than Bishop Whitehead.
What?
Show me one. Show me one pastor. Show me one pastor that has been attacked more than me.
Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you ever been swallowed? Have you been child? TD Jakes, he did. Child, come, child.
All you gotta do is Google me. That's all you have to do is Google me. Show me one pastor that was attacked more than me. I've been attacked for 2 years straight. Y'all remember? Y'all don't remember?
It has not been 2 years, but okay.
Huh? Y'all don't remember? Oh no, Eddie Long was not attacked like me, bro. No. Nope. And I'm not getting into that. Rest in peace, Bishop Eddie Long. That's what he did. But no. Okay? No.
I am the grand poobah of being attacked. Well, ain't nobody give it this. It's all me.
No. All you gotta do is Google me. Okay? For 2 years straight. You guys, for 4 to 5 months, said I set up the robbery on my church. Remember?
Oh, here we go.
Y'all destroyed me. Woo, baby. Y'all. Whoo. Boy, y'all crucified me. And then, when they caught 2 of the robbers, there was no apologies. And then, I got arrested. Oh, we knew he did something. Y'all jumped on that bandwagon. And then other little things was going on. And now, I went to trial, and they found me guilty. Boom, I told you. And boom, y'all going again.
You were found guilty. Like, what? You were found guilty.
The only person that I need to stand for me is Jesus.
Then Jesus is not on live. Jesus ain't on live.
Period. Point blank. Oh, and y'all want to know what? The reason why they call me Bling Bling Bishop? You want to know why? Because I helped a young man turn himself in. And when his family called me, I was already dressed for the day. So I had my Fendi blazer on, Fendi shirt, Fendi pants.
Sir, we know.
And I was out. I was going out. And when we...
Who bought the Fendi? Who paid for it? Where the money come from?
Turned them in. That was a whole debacle. But when we turned them in, the media called me Bling Bling Bishop. And they didn't even talk about this guy being turned in. They already talked about what I was wearing. That's where I got the name from. Bling Bling Bishop. Google it.
Because who walks up to a police station dressed in Fendi and a whole bunch of jewelry? Why?
I think this happened in May of 2022. So I just want y'all to understand, when God used you to change things, watch this, it's going to be difficult for you. You're going to be crucified. You're going to be crucified. Take it easy on them, Miss Crew. Don't worry about it. If they're doing too much, just drop their name. But don't worry about it. It's the bishop. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We all right. Amen? Miss Crew, be on it. But I love, like, here we go with this guy. This guy, Bishop David Davis. He's not really a bishop, y'all. I went on his page, right? Now
Are you really a bishop?
It's like he keeps finding me, right? He's a Tasha K follower or whoever follower. And he needs to get off my page, right? He needs to just get off my page. He has 2 pictures on his page, and this guy's crazy. All right, let me just get rid of him. Okay, he's gone. But he's a YouTube follower, and this guy he has this whole bishop thing on, and that's all he do. I done blocked him so many times, he keep coming back up. But anyway, I just want to say this in closing, right?
I want him to get to the part where he speaks about the case stuff.
What if y'all wrong?
We're not wrong.
What are you going to do then? Because you ain't going to say I apologize. So why don't you just pray for Bishop and stop judging me? If I was guilty, I would tell you. Simple. Why not? Because if I'm sitting here holding my innocence and y'all crucifying me, why didn't I just say, yo, are you right? I did it. Please, spare me. Spare me. I'm sorry. We go through these things. You know, we fall short. Because Jesus came to redeem us. How hard is that?
You basically saying you did it.
How hard is that, y'all, for me to say that? But I'm not guilty. Get that through your heads. Period.
Or do you just not think that what they accuse you of, you don't think it was wrong?
Period. I'm not guilty.
If I don't feel like I stole her money and they find me guilty of stealing her money, I'm not guilty. If they find me guilty of lying to the feds, but I don't feel like I lied to the feds, then I'm really not guilty. Just because you don't feel like what you did constituted the crime doesn't mean that you're not guilty.
Get it through your daggone heads. You are human and should admit your sins, Lamar. You see? Common sense is not common. And if I do admit my sins, it's to God. The only reason why I would tell you is because of the followers that I know love Jesus and know that I was used as a vessel to help them get closer to Jesus. So I feel that if I did something like that, when everybody's talking, I would tell them I'm sorry. That's just me. That's the place where I'm from. But you want to know what? Corey Hooper says, stop explaining, bro. Let him talk. Well, Corey, let me tell you this. Everybody say that. Everybody says that. But the reason why I'm saying something is to show you guys that I'm not scared.
Of jail or Jesus?
I'm not scared. These bloggers, these medias, these people, I know the police is watching. I know everybody watching. Trust me, I know. But they know I'm innocent too. They know it. And I'm not afraid, y'all. I'm not afraid. So I really want y'all to understand this, man. Like, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. And I'm not going to duck and tuck my tail.
I'm going to keep talking live all the time.
Period. But don't worry, y'all. We got some things coming. And you guys are going to thank me for this. Y'all stay tuned, right? You have nothing to prove, Bishop. I do have something to prove. My innocence. I do have something to prove, Scotty. Thank you so much. But I do have something to prove. My innocence. My name back. God said he's going to clear my name. That's what God said.
Maybe he already did. Guilty.
I just got to go through the process. Before something can be clean, it got to first be dirty.
You're already dirty.
So y'all keep on throwing more dirt because God can't clean it until the rest of the dirt go on it. I just need y'all to get that. So everybody that needs to talk about me, come on, hurry up. Hurry up. You heard what Jesus told Judas? He said, hurry up and do what you got to do. He said, hurry up and do what you got to do. I got things to do and places to go. And God said he's going to clear my name. My name cannot be cleared until some more of you guys continue to dirty it up.
So you want God to do more work?
So I need you to say what you got to say. Throw the dirt, y'all. So God can just clean it all up at once.
Wouldn't God clean it up at the trial? If God wanted to clean up your whatever, wouldn't he clean it up at the trial?
And then what y'all gonna say? You know what I want y'all to say? I want y'all to say, he's a man of God. I want y'all to say, God is really in him. I don't want y'all to believe me. God's honest truth. I don't want y'all to believe me. I want you to believe in the Jesus that I serve. That's it. That's it. You
look scared.
You ain't even gotta say sorry to me.
He looks scared. Is he scared of y'all? I think he's scared of prison.
All I want is you to say, I want to serve the Jesus that he serves. That's all I want y'all to do. Whatever I got to deal with and go through, until Jesus says yes, then that's what I got to do. Period. But I'm asking you guys, the ones that truly love Jesus, find it in your heart to see the Jesus in me. No matter what. I know it's difficult, y'all. I know it's difficult because the way this whole media thing got me painted, whoa, they good, y'all. They
no, the way you paint yourself.
Said that the lady was a parishioner and they rocked y'all world with that for about almost a year. Rocked y'all world. I'm talking about rocked your world. She was a parishioner. She was an elderly lady. Not to mention, she's only 50-something years old. But it doesn't matter your age. You shouldn't take nothing from nobody and still nothing from nobody. But
again, it ain't that I stole money from her. Oh, they call her an old lady and a parishioner. She not even old. She not a parishioner. But what he never says is, I took her money.
All that elderly lady and elderly woman, that's not true. But they were saying she was a parishioner. She was a parishioner. Why don't y'all Google it now and see what they're saying? They switched up on y'all. Y'all didn't even see it. Y'all didn't even see it.
We know she's the mother of Rashid, who was a parishioner in your church. The fact that the fact of the matter is, the name of who she is, the amount of money that was taken is factual. When he keeps focusing on, she's not even an old lady. She's 50. To some people, that's old. She's not even a parishioner. Her son is a parishioner. Sir, potato, tomato.
Now she is the mother of a parishioner.
But you know who she is, though, right?
Now, if y'all Google it, right, she is the mother of a parishioner now. But they rocked y'all world to make you hate Bishop Whitehead. Bishop Whitehead robbed the old lady in his church.
Oh, well, she not old. She only in her 50s. She not a parishioner. You see, he's not saying that he never was in possession of said money. He only fights and argues she's not a parishioner and she's only in her 50s. She's not old.
I was getting young boys. That could be my grandmother. You faggot. You punk. Whatever name they can call me, they was in my inbox calling me. They didn't care. They didn't care I was a pastor.
Y'all see, he's not saying they don't care that I never took her money. They don't care that I never took her money.
But that media tricked their mind to make them believe that could have been my grandmother. You know what I would have did to him if he did that to my grandmother? You see that, y'all? You see that?
They tricked y'all. They made y'all believe the person I stole the money from was an old lady. She not even old.
You see that? So they had every right to feel that way because the media made them feel that what if that was my grandmother? And boom, they jumped on it. And then it's like, a pastor? We supposed to trust you. We supposed to trust you. And you do this? I get it, y'all. Trust me, I get it. But y'all been tricked. Y'all been bamboozled. And everything is documented. All you gotta do is go back when it first happened. Just go back. Go back a year. I got arrested on this December 16th, the week of Christmas, 2022. Go back. Go back.
December 16th? That ain't the week of Christmas. Let me see. Let me go back. Because I feel like that ain't, when my calendar won't move. That's not at all. December 16th was not the week of Christmas. That was 9 days later. Okay, you get your days right.
And check it out. And now look at what they're saying. First, she was a parishioner. Now, she is the mother of a parishioner. And y'all gonna see so much more come out.
But he's still not saying, I didn't take her money.
And you guys continue to crucify me. And then you got these YouTubers putting mess in it. And of course, you understand, they could have been in court and they could have been writing things down, but the only way that they get views is if it's negative.
That's not true. This is a negative. This is conversational. It's conversational.
Negativity sells. Positivity don't sell. So you got these parking lot YouTubers that want to
Parking lot YouTubers
come to court and write stuff down, but they want to give it onto an angle as that I'm guilty. They want to leave so much stuff out.
Sir, but you were found guilty. What do you mean?
They want to leave so much stuff out. But yet y'all keep listening to it. What if you're wrong? That's all I'm saying. What if you're wrong?
What if I did it?
I'm going to tell you another thing, right?
Okay.
5 minutes before I was found guilty. Well, let's say an hour before I was found guilty. Well, let's talk about this. Something that y'all don't know. These YouTubers was yelling at the jury.
Sir, I don't believe you. Because in courts, nobody is allowed to yell or address the jury. Because if they do, the judge clears the courtroom. And you was up here saying that the YouTubers were yelling at the jury.
We got the videotape. Was yelling at the jury saying the mother effer is guilty. Y'all but not listen to his sob story. Jury tampering. Y'all don't know nothing about that though.
Not jury. So now you telling us that YouTubers were jury tampering because they were in the courtroom saying y'all better find him guilty. Y'all better find him guilty. That MFer is the child.
Bishop, with all due respect, why are you taking time away from your kingdom assignment? Let judicial system work out. Stop trying your case on social media. I'm not trying my case on social media.
Yes, you are. You are fully trying your case on social media. That is what you do. You are on social media talking about the trial and what happened.
But these people that I'm talking to need to hear. They need to hear certain things because their faith is in jeopardy. Ain't nobody faith connected to your prison sentence. Man of the cloth, right? And you guys deserve some type of explanation on what's really going on. But they're not telling y'all about the YouTubers that was yelling at the jury, right?
First of all, there was no cameras allowed in the courtroom, to my knowledge. So how is it recorded on camera that YouTubers were yelling at the jury to find you guilty? And that's jury tampering.
They're not telling y'all that. And then, right, the day that I got convicted, the jury, so the court was over at 5 p.m. And then the jury said, can we stay to 6 p.m.? The judge said, yes. They sent out another note, said, can we stay to 7 p.m.? The judge said, yeah, you can stay as long as you want. And they said, well, if we come up with a verdict today, will we be able to go home? And we don't have to come back tomorrow? That's what the jury said. If we come up with a verdict today, do we have to come back tomorrow? And the judge said, no, you don't have to come back tomorrow. No more than 10 minutes later, all guilty came back.
So they couldn't find him innocent. Now he's trying to insinuate the only reason I was found guilty was because the jury wanted to go home.
Oh, they didn't tell y'all about that, right? Bet you didn't hear that. I bet you none of the YouTubers said that. You want to know why? Where is that in the media? The media was in there.
I don't think the courtroom was packed.
Why are they keeping that away from you? Why are they keeping that away from you? Oh, wow. And this case was only supposed to be for 5 days or 4 days or something, they said, but it went for 2 weeks. So these people wanted to get home too. This is a part of the record, y'all. They wanted to go home. But y'all don't know that part. I'm just guilty, right? I'm just guilty, right? Right? It's so much that y'all don't know. But in due time, you're going to find out.
And we're done. Okay. Child, Bishop Robbery. Right. I feel like a lot of juries feel like, okay, if we come through, if this was supposed to be about a week trial and it turned into 2 weeks, They did not need more time. Not only to mention this, you were all over the news for a while. People knew most of the information. They could have easily also found you not guilty if the evidence led them to believe you were not guilty. You can't make it seem as if they only found me guilty because the YouTuber said he's guilty. You better find him guilty. And because the jury then felt like, well, if we give a verdict today, we can go home. They could have also found you not guilty. Y'all, Bishop Robbery is delusional. Okay, delusional. And he keeps making it seem like it's a conspiracy. You know, the FBI really wanted Mayor Adams. The YouTubers was jury tampering and yelling at the jury. You know, they child whatever. She wasn't really an old lady. She wasn't really a parishioner. That's a younger lady who was but you ain't you never said, but I was never in possession of her money. It don't matter if she's a parishioner or how old she is. What matters is it's the same person who accused you of taking the $90K from her, and the $90K was in your possession. We done for today. Because Bishop Robbery is around here robbing people still of their time and sanity. You hear me? Okay. Look, I hope y'all had a good time today, y'all. I had a good time today. I will try my best to be live tomorrow at 9 p.m. So come on back around here to have a good time on the corner. Y'all know to please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Okay. Also go watch my other content. It is greatly appreciated. And as I said earlier, I will try to review the challenge shows and other stuff. Okay, I'm gonna get back into reviewing shows and that stuff. Will kind of be premiere things or whatever. So get into it. You know what I'm saying? Look, I love you all. Please be safe, be safe, be safe. Do not let Nanam Bishop convince you to give him your money because he's gonna be lying. He ain't shit. But until tomorrow, y'all, I love you all. I gotta go. Bye.